Apparently, I'm talking to myself. Oh, great. How long have you been here for? Oh, my God. Well, you made the mid-show. It's unbelievable how we get along in the years here. Right, you're in the class. It's very good. Now, I'm probably should offer a refund in tuition here sometimes, but I don't want to, really. All right. I hope everybody's good. There's a big storm coming out our asses, and we better be prepared. There's a big fucking storm coming. Now, we aren't gonna panic now. Hey, listen, Lily. Listen, Lily. Hey, Lily. Hey, remember, Lily. You're always lilies, okay? Some of you are sugar lily, right? Some of you are moon lily, all right? Some of you are like a lily moon. Some of you are brown sugar lily moon, all right? Which is a new concept. And, well, let's see. Maybe I have to charge more for that. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, this is called a mid-show. It's also called Masternature2112's a complete mess. All right. We call it, sometimes we call it a mid-show, and sometimes we call it a jumbled fucking mess. All right. But I love you, and listen, I know you love me. All right. So it's all good. All right. As long as, hey, listen, as long as you and I both know that you're watching a jumbled mess. Okay. That's a good contract. All right, anyway, excuse me. It's like, yeah. Anyway. Well, retarded son, idiot. So anyway, what are we doing? Mid-show, what are we doing, you say? Well, why the fuck did you call us here? We are busy goddamn, hey, we're busy goddamn fucking witches. All right, bitches. And I was like, well, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure. All right. I don't know. So, mind was waffling. Sitting back, looking at this. One of the, yeah, we should look at that. We should look at that. All right, let's carry on. So where are we at? So, we're getting kind of to the tail end of our Galleria tour here, which is what this is supposed to be. It's a Galleria. Alright? That's where we've been. Galleria. I should blow these pictures up. Like to that. Yep, something like that. Come on, love. Come on. You can do it for me. Yep. More of this. This is a sequence. There. So we're at the pictures. Strolling on by. Blood on the walls, of course. Interesting. I mean, same thing. We've seen this pattern. I was watching this, I don't know. It's not a one-to-one comparison. It's not, I shouldn't bring that up. It's not a one-to-one comparison. I just have a very difficult time believing that All the blood spatter, all the blood stains here are caused by one single weapon. I have a very difficult time believing that information. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Huh? What is it? I'm looking under the bed. All right, great. Where are we at here? We're at 260727. All right, so we're getting pretty late here well, at least in the pictures. There's no real coherence. Okay. All right. We're looking into, what is this? Looking into a bag. All right. Looking into a bag. All right. This is where the front entrance is, correct? All right. Yeah, this is the front entrance. This is when we enter the door, I think. Debris, right? Cans, shit. What do we got going on here? Sure. All right. But, hey, wait a minute now. Can? Leaves. Could be leaf. Could be a leaf. We are in what room is this? So are we in the Hobbit's room? What room is it? Spare bedroom? Where are we at here? This is not Maddie's room. This is not fucking Xana's room. Where are we at? This is what fucking room are we in here? Hey guys, what room are we in? Is this the spare fucking bedroom? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, I love you. Terry Lynn, Original Understanding, All the Garden. Remember, we don't fucking block people. Or do, and listen to me. Yeah, well, you explain it to me later, but whatever. Welcome, Mrs. John. You know what's going to happen in about, well, very soon. I don't know, it's Karen. Spare bedroom. I don't know. Yes, all right. So, where are we here? I don't know. I guess this is a spare bedroom. I would hope that's the case. Otherwise, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be living in that room. What is this? The doors are off that room. I would say that's a spare bedroom. I don't think I wouldn't want to stay in there. I don't know. Good. I'm not sure about that. Welcome, everybody I missed. White Rabbit. Everybody I missed, I love you. What is this now? Okay. All right, where are we at here? Oh, okay. So, what the fuck room are we in here? I'm not quite sure. All right. Is this to me, I guess, is this the Hobbit? Is this the Hobbit's room? Is office? Is it? Yeah, it's not. It's Hobbit or office, right? One of those. Say what? I'm not sure what room we're in here. Spare bed. I'm not quite sure. Here we are. Oh yeah, here we are, loves. Here are the golf clubs. Finally. What picture is that? I've been like, where the fuck are they? That's where they're at. 2623. finally, we get to the goddamn fucking golf clubs because I'm slow. Yeah, right there. Yep, there we go. So, they do exist. That wasn't a myth. What the fuck? Oh, that's very odd. That's very odd. Okay. All right. Hey. Wow. All right. Anyway, going off the reservation, golf clubs. Oh, wow. Then we have the placement of... Wow. Okay. Then we have the placement of the jacket. Which... Wow, that's very strange. Okay, understood. I understand this more now. Things were in the spare bedroom. Golf clubs and the jacket. Even though, some reason, Moscow somehow thought, I guess, somehow, then Moscow assumed that this somehow was Dylan's fucking jacket, and they gave it to her. Why would they do that if this was in the fucking spare bedroom with the golf clubs? I mean, why would you give this jacket to Dylan if you didn't know, it belonged to her? Why would you do that? This is the same jacket that has large stains on the front of it. Supposedly it's not blood, but it certainly fucking looks like blood. Same jacket. That's weird. To me, that's weird with the fucking golf clubs. The pairing of those two, that's fucking odd to me. I didn't realize the jacket and the golf clubs were that close together. I mean, come on. That's odd, because golf clubs have been a major... I don't want to... Golf clubs have been a big theme in this case. We'll just put it at that. So, interesting. What do we got up there? Okay, all right. I'm not sure what that... Okay, well, I'm sure we're gonna mark that. That's blood. Okay. Alright. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Alright. Yeah, this is Bethany's bedroom for sure. This is Bethany's bedroom. Not much in her fucking bedroom, I gotta say. If this is Bethany's bedroom, I'll tell you what, there ain't much in it. Wow. What do you think about that? Who's coming in? I'm sorry, who's on the phone? Oh, he's on the phone. I don't know. I don't know. Bethany's room, spare bedroom. I don't know. You got a TV up here. Well, you got a monitor. I mean, I don't know. Fucking weird. I don't know. It's one or the other. We'll figure it out. I think this is Bethany's room with the tapestry, but I could be totally wrong. But you have the door busted there, so I don't know. Whatever. It's definitely on the first floor. This is definitely on the first floor. So... what the fuck? Double doors there. You got the coat hiding back there. Let's fucking see. You have... I don't know. I think that's the same jacket. Right. Looks like the same fucking jacket. But, alright, whatever. It's just... alright. It's in there somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, take a pause. Scrolling through the photos. It's odd. I mean, hey, it's where they are. I'm going to pick it up from there. Quick break, guys, all right? Quick break. Mid-show. Mid-show. All right, loves. Welcome back. Here we are. The cards are just waiting. They're waiting for the darkness. Yes, and golf clubs. Yes. But that's the late show. When they keep giving us the same cards over and over again. It was a relationship. It was a secret relationship. This relationship was hidden from everybody. But there were major problems with this because it led to a lot of destruction. Yeah. Yeah. It usually goes like that when we do the cards, which we will do later. That's usually how it goes. There's a secret relationship. We're hiding something. There's a lot of jealousy, and there's an explosion of like anger and hatred. Right? And that turns really bad. Yeah. It ends in police. It ends in death. It ends in our story has been forgotten. Right? And all throughout the readings have been, we've been betrayed. There's betrayal here. Somebody stabbed us in the fucking back. All that. So we'll do that in a little bit tonight. But that's usually how the cards go, which we're going to do tonight. So, yeah. It's like this. Some fucking cunt stabbed me in the back. And it was one of my friends. That's usually how the cards read. Yeah. And she was jealous of me. Or there's jealousy here. Right. I got betrayed. There was a secret relationship I didn't know about. Jealousy got out of hand here. Jealousy got out of hand. It turned into some really bizarre fantasy. It really did. And it was fueled by anger and hatred. Strange. I don't know. But that's kind of how it goes here. Anyway, that's Act 1. All right, we got to. Hey, fuck the prelude. Fuck the prelude here. Fuck it. Time's running short. The ice storm is going to kill us all. God forbid. Have you no shame? My God. The ice is going to bury us all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Stanley, why'd you disappoint me so much? Oh my God. Every day. Every day you disappoint me. Your poor mother suffering. I can't believe. I've made you fish and chips since you were 3 years old. And you ate those fuckers up like a piranha. And now you turn your back on your mother. What have you done? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, English Stanley? Man, you had your mom's kind of fucking weird, man. Like, your mom's like from outer space, man. Where did you get that from? I mean, Stanley, give me a break, man. Man, look. Well, your fucking Himalayan crystals don't fucking work, do they? They don't fucking work at all, actually. And so I take advantage of that. You're a fucking moron. That's right. We you John, but hey, so right. We're just jive talking, love. Jive talking. We're just jive talking. Don't get mad at me, baby. Sometimes you just gotta smack a hole like you. Where's everybody tonight? Hunkered down in the bunker. Where's my babies? Where's my Lynn Champagne and my Edie Rodman and my Terry Lynn, my loves? Oh, my loves. Oh, my God. That's right. Golf clubs galore. Oh, God. Something wicked this way comes from me. In this mid-show, there's always a thorn in my side, and that thorn in my side is, you know who she is. The rainbow lily of another kind. Not the rainbow lily. There could only be one rainbow. This is like, what do we call it? Dark rainbow lily, like the antithesis of the rainbow lily. Always go back to the prime. And blood splatter on the wall. Give 'em death. Oh, God. One of the biggest screw-ups on Dylan Mortensen's part. Again, she makes several mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes is this. Right? When they ask her, so what did you do when you got to Bethany Funk's room after running down there? She says, I don't remember. I think we just went to sleep. Well, that's not what Bethany Funk said, because when they asked Bethany Funk the same question, Bethany Funk said, well, when Dylan got to my room, she started freaking out, and she was telling me about seeing somebody with a big nose, blah, blah, blah. And I guess at some point we went to sleep, That's a difference, right? Dylan says, I don't remember. I just got to Bethany's room after running down there for some reason, right? The whole story's ludicrous, right? But anyway, I run down to fucking the Hobbit's room. I don't remember then what we talked about when I got to the room. Oh, we just fell asleep. The Hobbit says, no, right? Dylan was freaked out. She said she saw somebody with a big nose walking around. And then at some point we went to bed. I don't fucking know. But there's a difference there. I mean, just that we call that Dylan Mortensen's mistake number 7,255,000. That's another reason why the defense thought that she had exculpatory evidence towards Mr. Kohlberger, right? Because the Hobbit was always the exculpatory evidence. The Hobbit always was, right? Herself. So, yeah. That's why, because she was contradicting Miss Dylan Mortensen. That's why she was the exculpatory evidence. That's why. Because her story does not jive with Dylan's story. They just don't jive. And that's an example of that, right? Another problem with how Moscow Police Department totally fucked the pooch on this and participated in what appears to be a cover-up of some sort, all right? They totally neglect Bethany Funk's recollection of the events of what happened that evening in terms of hearing a gunshot sound or in terms of hearing a firework, a cracker, a loud sound inside the apartment, right? And then seeing some sort of smoke or hearing some sort of fucking, something, right. Some sort of firework sound. There was a smoked flash from her she see under her door. Yeah, I know it sounds ludicrous. It is ludicrous, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, I mean, but that sort of sequence doesn't appear anywhere in a probable cause. It doesn't appear anywhere in the arrest affidavit, right? They totally cut that sequence out as if that never happened. But that's a significant portion here of what happened that evening. What is going on the first floor that's causing, firecracker going off on the first floor, hearing smashing sounds from, we totally cut this piece off from our affidavits, from getting, we totally forget this piece. Right? We just totally cut this out like it never happened. Like, that's Bethany. Again, that's why another reason why Bethany Funk is the exculpatory evidence, because her accounting of that night nobody wants to acknowledge that accounting of that. Like, well, why are we hearing fireworks in the house? Or why are we hearing gunshots in the house then? A firecracker from behind a door, it could sound like a gunshot. It doesn't have to be that loud, actually. Depending on what kind of gun you're using, it could sound like a little firecracker sound. It could, especially if you're 2 feet up, 2 floors up. It doesn't have to be a goddamn rifle. It could be a little pea shooter. It could sound, if you're kind of half asleep, it could sound like a pop or a firecracker sound. It could sound like that. It doesn't have to be a fucking machine gun sound. That's not what we're talking about here. I think some people have in their minds that this should be a very loud boom, going off in the house. No, it could be a short crack of a gun. And you may not know what that sounds like when you're half asleep. So I got to consider that. That's something I have to consider. Me, myself, and myself. Yeah. But again, that piece of what Funk's statement was, that was cut out. That whatever happened there, they're saying whatever that was, well, it's completely irrelevant to the narrative that we constructed here. That's what they did. They did that multiple times over here. They paired and shaped, right, to get the story the way they wanted it to look. But they took out these huge pieces of information in cutting their story apart. They took out these big parts of it. Again, another sign of incompetence, another sign of this is a possible cover-up going on here. I mean, you can't just remove large sections of people's testimony to fit your goddamn retarded narrative, which doesn't make sense to begin with anyway. Yeah, fuck off, man. It's ridiculous. You know, and guess what, loves, and this is you and I, right? This is you and I, and I think a lot of you, like, hey, I'm talking to you now, loves, right? This is the problem, I think, for a lot of us when it comes to this shit. We want to be extreme. We want to be rational and logical about what we're doing and what we're thinking about this, right? But this case, it almost forces you to almost be illogical and be irrational. That's why this case is so fucking weird. You know, you approach it with rationality and and logic, but then you start getting into the fucking thorns of it, and it's like it almost forces you to. It's strange. It's a strange case here. Because I think, yeah, well, you're my guardian. And most of us are rational, logical people, right? We look at things logically, right? But this case is it really pushes that. It pushes the bounds of what I can accept to be real, fact, logical. How do we come by our suspect? Brian Koberger, you look into his psychology, and, there's really nothing in the psychology that's going to tell you that this kind of character is going to do this. No, not really. I mean, you have to be harboring rage at least from, I don't know, February of 2022. You have to be harboring rage for a long time here, or at least from February 2022 to the point where you start, you didn't even graduate from DeSales University yet, but yeah, whatever. You plan to move on. You plan to go on for your PhD. All the while, I guess you're harboring up this deep hatred and rage until you settle out into Washington. And then this is where your rage and everything else starts blooming, right? I guess this is where the rage starts really taking shape here. Within this 8-month span, I guess our rage, right? This rage, whatever was going on with us, starts to really crystallize. And then we start going out hunting for people to kill. I mean, right? That's the sequence here. Right? This rage, whatever, we get to Washington, and then we let our rage just like sort of take over our senses. And then we start looking to go hunt. We start hunting for people. We start hunting for young college female girls. All right. I don't know. But that's what we're doing, right? We're hunting for young female college students. I guess the minute we touch down in Idaho, Washington, the minute we settle down there, I guess we're hunting for co-eds. I mean, I would guess that's what's going on. Well, I guess I start hunting for co-eds. I mean, I start stalking co-eds. I guess I touched down into Washington State, and I say to myself, fuck my PhD fucking studies. I'm here to fucking stalk and fucking kill co-ed students. Fuck my PhD. All right, fuck it. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, fuck everything else. I don't care about my studies. I don't care about my fucking, my assistantship. I'm just here to fucking stalk and harass and fucking, and then ultimately murder co-eds. That's my goal out here, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's my goal. I don't know. That was my intention for the past 8 months. That was my goal. That my sole purpose was to graduate, go to PhD school, and then start murdering co-eds. I guess that was my fucking goal. I went through all this trouble to get my PhD, or to go for my PhD, and then I figured to myself, okay, once that happens, I guess then I can start killing people. I guess at that point, it's all right. I couldn't kill people before that. I guess somehow I had to wait to reach some plateau where I felt I could start really actually killing people. I don't know. I guess. I mean, that's what I'm thinking here when I'm profiling Kohlberger. I'm thinking to myself, well, I have to wait till I reach a certain level, and then I feel comfortable where I can start hunting, stalking, and I guess killing co-eds. That's what I'm thinking. You know? I mean, what else am I doing here? Oh yeah, but I'm also a PhD fucking student, so I have to go to classes. I have to teach. I have to be a teacher's assistant, a professor's assistant here, and all this. I have my other responsibilities and all this, right? I have multiple responsibilities here. I guess all under the guise of me stalking and harassing females to the point where I'm going to sneak into one of their houses and just murder 4 of them. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I got a lot of shit I got to juggle here. It's so ridiculous. Look, I got to be juggling a lot of shit here. And listen, I don't know my God, and you know I love you, but I don't know too many fucking jugglers here. But that's a lot of juggling. I got to juggle my classes. I got to juggle my work, right? My assistantship. I got to juggle that. I got to juggle eating and sleeping. And then I got to juggle the fact that I like to stalk women. I have to juggle my time with stalking females, right? Because that's got to take some time here to stalk people. You know, pick the kind of people that I want to murder. I guess pick the house that I want to stalk and enter into. That's going to take some time. Right. You know, come on. I mean, how many responsibilities do I need here? I mean, give me a break here. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, to me, it's ludicrous. I mean, look. If I just blown on in to fucking Moscow, Idaho, right? I blew it on there like a tumbleweed. I just blew on into town, right? I'm a drifter. I'm half insane, right? I'm a maniac, perhaps, right? It would be much easier for me to get drunk and kill people, right? than it would be to concoct this other entire story about, how many responsibilities am I juggling here in between stalking females, co-eds, right? College co-eds. God damn. We must be really devoted to the cause here. God damn. That takes a lot of energy and work and hours. I'm just saying. Holy crap. Look, it's not like we're talking about some fucking Mormon shut-in somewhere who only has one responsibility in their life is to just sit in their fucking room. Right? We're not talking about that. This fucking schmuck has like 17 different responsibilities. Oh, I find that's very interesting. It's not like me, like an idiot, just sitting in a room with really no responsibility and all the time on my hand where I can be like, well, this is how I'm going to kill people. This is how I'm going to fucking stalk females, right? And kill them. Because I'm so angry. I'm so angry that I got my master's degree. I'm so pissed off that I'm going to PhD school. I'm so fucking mad about this, that I want to stalk females and kill them. I don't know about that. I would be very excited and happy to be moving on to PhD school. I think this would make me extremely happy. Like, hey, I would be very proud of myself. It's a very hard thing to do to get into PhD school. I'd be very happy with myself. Right? Proud of myself. Of course. But why would this be some sort of like point of me becoming enraged with somebody, or me becoming really angry at females to the point where I'm stalking them? I pick a house and then I murder them. Why would that be that case? I don't know. I highly doubt that. Listen, this is mud, but listen, if I am Brian Kohlberger, I'm going to be very proud of my accomplishment. It's a very difficult thing to do, to get into PhD school. It's extremely difficult. All right? I'd be very happy, proud of myself. Yes, I would feel, kind of on top of the world, because that's a good feeling. It's a good accomplishment. That is a very satisfying accomplishment. So you know what? I'll be walking on the moon. It doesn't mean I'm going to kill people. So how do I go from walking on the moon to searching for apartments in Washington State to all of a sudden developing an obsession or a fascination with females that I want to slaughter? Particularly co-ed females, young college females, co-eds, whatever, sororities. How do I go from that to that? That all of a sudden I'm slaughtering sorority girls. To me, that's a that's a huge jump. Jesus Christ. Hey, listen, something must have got me really pissed off. God damn. I don't think so. I don't think so. No way. I mean, that kind of ramp up to that kind of violence, right? We know this, my God, and right. When we talk about somebody ramps up to the violence, right? They ramp up to the crime. We don't see a ramp up here. There's no ramping up here. you know, it goes from well, I graduated. I'm moving on to BAC school, and then all of a sudden I kill women. There's no ramping up of violence towards anybody, right? Well, you know this, my God, you know this, right? But think about it. This is right. There's a good point here. But there's no really ramping up of violence that we can point to and say, well, look, this guy was escalating. There is nothing like that. He talked about he's going to kill people. He made threats that he's going to kill women. He said, he said to this fucking other, this other, like, whatever, this fucking whatever. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to hurt people. Never made any statement like that. Yeah, I really hate fucking bitches. Yeah, I'm going to fucking shoot them all. Fuck them. No. We don't hear statements like that. Or like this. Man, she's a real fucking bitch. I think I want to... You know what? Hey, John. Guess what? I think I want to cut her fucking mouth. Jesus. Look. Hey, John. No build-up. No journal. There's no manifesto. I don't know. I would like to see a journal here in a build-up of this amount of rage. I would like to see a journal here. I'd like to see some words on a page that says, you know what? I really hate fucking women. I would love to see that. Some sort of journal, manifesto, that what led to this buildup of just, when I had all these responsibilities, what led to this volcano explosion of hatred and rage. I'd like to see that on a written word somewhere, like a journal. Like, what led you up to this improbable explosion of violence? I mean, hey, babies, I would really like to see some insight into that mind. What led into this explosion? Because, I mean, man, we're going from February of 2022 to the summer. We hit the summer, we move in, and all of a sudden, once we move into kind of sort of like June, July, we are stalking females. Yeah. I don't know about that. Come on now. I don't know about that. Here's the question. I love you, baby. So we get to the cause. Hey, this is the mid show. Remember, you forgot this is the mid show. This is not the late show. I forgot too. It's all right. I always forget. But listen to me. Listen. Somebody like Brian Kohlberger. Does this cat have the capacity? Does this cat have the capacity to pull off what especially with the latest photo document dump here? Does this cat have the capacity to pull all that off? That all of it? Leave Dylan Mortensen alive, which he does. That's fact, right? Nothing here is made up. Leaves Dylan Mortensen alive. Sees her. Looks at her. Walks out the back out. She supposedly sees him. Gets scared. Closes her door. She hears him going out this what she assumes to be the backsliding glass door. And then it's bye-bye. It's good night, Irene. Right? Right. Right, correct? Correct? So here's the question, people on the other side of the wall. Then why the fuck is she running down to Bethany Funk's bedroom? She already saw and heard the perpetrator leave the crime. You cocksucking cunts. You wanted the best, you got the best. You cocksuckers. You just have to wait for the punchline sometimes. So why the fuck is she running down to Hobbs' room? She already saw this and knows what happened. She hears him walking out the back, closing the door. She hears this. She hears him leaving. She hears him leaving out the back sliding glass door. She's still in her room. Okay. After just seeing him. What? So, why are you... Right, Dylan even mentions this. It doesn't make sense. There's no reason for me to have run down to the Hobbit's room. It doesn't make any sense. I should have known. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't at all. Right. There's no reason for me running anywhere. I mean, you already saw what happened. Yeah? I mean, if anything, you're going to be calling Bethany Funk up to you and say, hey, come up here. Yeah, I just saw somebody fucking leave. Hey, get up here. Check this out with me. You're not going to fucking run down to somebody's room in a panic after seeing somebody just leave. Get the fuck out of here. Just get out of here. Dylan, Bethany, get out of here. You both should be in fucking jail. I hate even thinking about you two. But you are the fucking suspects. I don't know. But you, fucking Bethany, you do have exculpatory evidence. Your story doesn't line up with Dylan Mortensen's story. Just the simple fact alone that you guys don't even understand or can even understand what you guys talked about when Dylan Mortensen got to your fucking bedroom, when she's running down to your bedroom in a panic state, and you're the one that told her to run down to your room, and all of a sudden, you guys really don't know what you fucking talked about. Well, then why the fuck are you doing this? See, it's those little things. I'm the best, do you understand? You wanted the best, you got the best. Yes, that's right. Why are you doing it then? Look, then why the fuck did you tell me to come to your room? If I don't know what you're here for, and I don't know why you're running to my room, well then what are we doing? Right? I should be able to tell you exactly what I said to Bethany when I got to the room, and Bethany should be able to tell me exactly what her and Dylan talked about when Dylan got to her bedroom. What you guys you absolutely should have remembered what you discussed when you got to the room. You should have. That's the whole reason why you ran to her room in the first place, but you don't remember what you talked about. It's ridiculous. Moscow, you all should be investigated. This is just a mid-show, and Stanley is well awake. Stanley is well awake here. It's ridiculous. The whole fucking narrative is ridiculous. Look. Oh my God. Yeah, 11:17. Dylan Mortensen. So when you got to the Hobbit's room, what happened? What did you guys do? What did you talk about? I don't really know. We just fell asleep. Okay. Well, all right. I guess everything's all right. I guess there was really no danger or no panic. I don't know. The Hobbit, on the other hand, says, well, yeah, Dylan said that she's freaking out and she saw somebody with a fucking big nose and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, I don't know, but here, you're gonna arrest both of these fucking people. You're gonna arrest both of them. It doesn't matter. You're gonna arrest these people. I don't care how cute they look in bikinis. You are gonna arrest both of them. Well, listen, believe me, they ain't that fucking cute, actually. I mean, hey, look, Goonie fucking Goono. That ain't cute. That ain't cute at all. Fuck hell it ain't. Listen, hey, your wife's a fucking Bigfoot. Hey, I'll tell you what. All right, don't you be jive talking my ass here. All right, don't do it. You fucking jive, turkey. You fucking jive. All right. Hey, I know it's the mid-show, but listen, I could take my fucking Cadillac and drive up Midtown, right smack to your fucking ass. Right to Midtown. Fuck you. In the middle of Harlem. Yeah, we cut your fucking throat, Master Nature. Fuck you. All right. Well, all right. Well, thanks, Tyrone. That's a new edge for you. I haven't not heard that before, which is strange. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you don't fucking understand. All right, she's... Fuck. Oh, God. What have you done to me? Mrs. John. Oh, my fuck. Oh, I don't know what happened. My God. Oh, no. Don't you fucking even look at me. Don't you even fucking look at me. Mrs. John. You know, okay. What, War of the fucking Rose. Look. Listen. Listen to me. All right, listen. Hey, listen. You know who it is, right? I've been studying English culture now for a really long time. A really long. Mrs. John, this is the Battle of the British Isle. Forget the War of the Roses. Forget 100-Year War of the Roses. This 100-year battle, of the dames and duchesses. Winslow Castle. Here we go. This war is going to rage on into the battlefield history books of butter. And they say, what made this butter so special? And they say, well, it must have been the 100-Year War that was raged on the battlefield of butter. And all we had to do was, all we had to do was put a little salt on the butter. Okay, that's all we had to do. All we had to do was put a little salt on the butter. Okay, fuck you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Put a little salt on the butter. You Master Nature. Oh my god. Look, I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why. You sucked me into this fucking thing. 100-year fucking butter battle war with fucking butter faces and fucking weird ass shit going on here. I mean, look at this. Oh my god. Tyrone, don't egg me on. I don't need any fucking extra help from you. Mrs. John, you don't help much. I'll give you fucking. Don't you fucking butterfinger me. And, yeah, call people. And, Macy. Macy. Do you see what has happened to us? Your name has been so much drawn in the mud. There's no way you and I can get married. There's no fucking way. Like, your name has been drawn in the mud here for so fucking long, and there's no way I can marry you. And I'm sorry, but your name is Mud. And but I do like to say May. We'll always have Bismarck, Idaho, and we'll always have Bismarck, Oklahoma, I guess. Even though I'm not sure where that is, but it sounds very romantic, I guess, when we're making pancakes somewhere in the great forest. But, Maisie, my heart will always be yours, but, it's time for me to separate myself from you, and, but your face still does look like my face. You have the same face as I do. Oh, May, the gods have forsaken us. The gods have forsaken us.
With me, cause I'm smashed the burgers.
What is going on here?
bacon.
What is this?
You just want a copy of it? Are you worried it will get...
What is this?
It's made cause all smash for burgers. Funny bacon.
Fuck you!
And a cream cheese.
Sometimes it's bad too. I got it, you got it, we got it, yeah, you know it. Yeah, well, always. So good.
Ooh! You're back!
Get the fuck! Get away from me. Get away from me. Mrs. John, the battle rages on! Take it away! Fuck you! Hey, that was Hamlet. Excuse me. That was Hamlet, Act 2, Part 4, Othello's Descent into Madness. Sorry, guys. My apologies. I forgot to mention this was a Shakespearean play. I should have mentioned that from the get-go. I apologize. Sorry. I don't think it would induce seizures, but I do apologize. I should have mentioned Shakespeare from the very beginning. That was my mistake. Don't hold it against me. But look, I don't know. Just get it away. Why does it follow me? Mrs. John, I have nightmares. I have nightmares. Sitting on the fucking bus. And this strange fellow is chasing me on the bus. I'm like, I've been cursed for all my life. Like I've been cursed. I've been fucking cursed. Fuck you. Oh my God. Get away from me. Fucking hell. I don't want your fucking cookies. I don't want anything from you. Especially not a turkey. I will never eat your fucking turkey ever. Oh my God. You're out of your mind. I eat your fucking turkey. Sorry. Oh my God. No. I want to throw you off a bridge. Look, it's just a mid-show. It's just a mid-show. It's just a mid-show. Good grief. Calm down. God damn you. You fucking cunt. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That was inappropriate. All right. Whatever you are. Oh my God. Look. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking... Fuck off. I'll give you a roast turkey. Master Nature, Stanley's pretty angry up here, and, he's getting really triggered by, unfortunate people. I think you should, I don't know what you're doing here, but, it's getting kind of scary here. No, we ain't doing that. I like to have at least one subscriber, so yeah, we ain't doing that bit. Let's That's called. On the bootleg recorders, we're gonna call this the nuclear bit. This is the bit that you do if you want to go nuclear and destroy everything that you built. But we ain't gonna do that bit, because once you do that bit, well, then you've gone nuclear, and so you can't do that. Here, but anyway, it's called the nuclear. And then I guess you resurface later, like 3 weeks later, you resurface and you're like, I don't know. I was a fool, or I'm so sorry to my fans. I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. Alright. No, Charlie, Roger. I have this pent-up rage. I haven't even graduated with my master's degree, but I'm already shopping on. I'm shopping online, and I'm picking up a sheath, and then I'm picking up a knife. All the way back in February of 2022. I haven't even gotten my master's degree yet. Sure. Okay. What? I take these items out with me to Washington after graduating. Yeah. I just hold on to them for a very specific time and very specific place. Right? I gather information within a very short period of time on a select few people and a house. I gather this information within a very short period of time amongst all my responsibilities that are going on. And I must be doing this every day. I must be scouting out certain areas every day here to get a good map of what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. I must spend hours and hours on this to planned my route in and out of this, picking the house, which is, of course, we know that's another problem. But I must spend a great deal of time doing this. I mean, in order to feel comfortable that I'm going to get away, I would have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours on doing this. In order to, a neighborhood that I've never been in before coming out to Washington, I would have to feel extremely comfortable with knowing how to get in and out of this area, how I'm going to come into it, how I'm going to park, how I'm going to fucking go into the house, how I'm going to get out, what roads I'm going to take back. I mean, what could possibly get in my way on my route in and out of this? I mean, that's you have to be planning this shit, and that takes time. How much time did Koberger have to actually? I mean, that's a question here. I mean, that takes some planning. You just can't go into that. Nobody can say you can't just stroll into a fucking neighborhood that you've never been into before, enter into a house that you never entered into before, and just start killing people, and then exit your way out, and then just drive on. I mean, what are the odds of that? But that's kind of actually part of the problem with this case, is that we have this person who just parks his car behind the house, right? Goes in the sliding glass door, somehow just wants to go upstairs first, goes to the third floor. He bypasses all the other rooms, goes straight up to the third floor, kills Maddie and Kaylee, goes back down, right? Kills Xana and Ethan brutally, much more brutally, right? Sees Dylan, says goodbye, walks out the door, and that's it. Come on now. But that's the way Moscow police painted this picture. That was the picture that they fucking painted. Which, now we know, is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, oh my. This is not that. I don't know what's going through the fucking brains here, but well, of course, this is just a mid-show. So. Anyway, speaking of that, I lost something here. Well, I lost something on the way. Yes, I did. You always know when you lose something on the way. Oh, it could be, I don't know. Oh, we're not going to go there. I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking of the Dark Tower, and I was thinking of Stephen King, and I was thinking of the Dark Tower. Anyway, nothing to do with this case. Let's carry on. How, Roland, right? How he has to repeat his quest over and over and over again because, he forgets a lesson along the way, so he fails his quest, but he gets to do it over again with a like sort of like an helpful aid, but he'll probably still fail his quest over again and pick up something new, I guess, along the way. It's kind of like that, right? The Wastelands, Stephen King. I did not like the ending of The Dark Tower, just saying. Anyway, that's a whole other story. Even though I do really like Wizards in Glass. I like Wizards in Glass very much. Anyway, where are we, love? Well, the music plays the band, right? It does. The music plays the band, so, So, in honor of that, in honor of the mid-show, because this is not the late edition, we have to save some energy for that. But I think this sums up this portion of the trilogy for this evening. I hope this one's a good one. I hope this one's good. I haven't seen this one yet. But it sums up the mid-show very well, my loves. Like this, kind of like this here. I don't think we have... Oh, we do have closed captioning. That's fantastic. Here we are, love. Yeah. Fireworks, calliopes, and clowns, love, and clowns, love. Cars tonight, love. The cars beckon you. That's right, love. Oh, where are we, love?